Welcome in, Sagittarius, to your May monthly read. I hope you guys have had a fantastic April. Can't believe we're already like almost 1 month at like the halfway of the year. Wow. Wow. It's kind of crazy, huh? All right, we're going to see what we got for you for the month of May. I'm going to start out... I forgot what the name of this deck is. We're going to see what you got going on. This could be either what you've just dealt with and are pushing and moving through, or this is going to be like what's coming up for you. So this portion at least. So let's put it that way. You're putting the pieces of the puzzle together for some of you, or in some sort of situation you're contemplating on how to make something right, make something fit. There's something that you may have been working on that you seem to may feel like you have not been able to accomplish exactly what it is that you wanted to accomplish. You're trying to figure out a way to make something work for you. And you're irritated. There could be some ego clashes that you've been dealing with or going through this month. And there's something about some sort of transformation or transition that you're needing to work through. There could be somebody in your life that is literally telling you one thing but acting an entire different. Pay attention to that. This may be somebody that you're kind of allowing them to show you who their true character is. You see the potential in a situation for some of you of a level up for some of you. Maybe a leg up. Could be on the money front. Could be relationship. There's something that's being hidden from you. You got the Boss. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or Capricorn, or you could be a Sag Cap cusp. There's something that's requiring you to boss up. And I don't know if you have like a fear of stepping into the limelight. No, Sagittarius don't really have the... I mean, you do, but you don't. You're front runner. Well, Aries front runners, but you guys are like lead takers. You're not afraid to be bold and daring when you need to be. And to take charge in a situation when you need to. But there's something that's being hidden from you. There could be somebody who's trying to manipulate you or manipulate a situation around you. There's a sense of obsession, though, here with the Scorpio Capricorn energy. The Capricorn, you know, traditional deck is the devil, and then with the Scorpio here, it's like, I don't know if you're becoming obsessed with trying to portray a certain image. But you're growing irritable, angry, frustrated. Or this could be somebody around you. But you still have some sort of hope within the situation here. You're taking some sort of action. Oh, I'm sorry. That's moon energy, not Mars. My bad. Okay, you're gaining some sort of information. And with that Scorpio and the moon, it's giving me that something that's hidden, you're picking it up with your intuition, and it's going to be coming to light. There could be something that's coming back around, or it's been cyclical, a repetitive pattern for you over and over. Or you're mulling something, and it's been like, I think it came out in, you'll see it in this week's, or this coming week's read for you, for the guidance, the oracle, and etc., or the guidance, the angel numbers and stuff, or that mulling, pondering something over and over and over in your mindset. It's like, are you ready to take some sort of risk, some sort of gamble within a situation? Could be on the work front, or you're putting some sort of plan into action. You're trying to think outside the box in a situation, but it could have you a little bit emotional. This could be dealing with your home life, your family life. You could be a mom or parent, you know. There could be something about, I don't know, an elderly or somebody, an older woman who's hiding something from you. This person is like a snake. They're trying to manipulate you. Some sort of manipulation from a Scorpio, an older woman. Or Capricorn. Somebody who's in this boss, or maybe controlling. Somebody who's very controlling, manipulative. Could be trying to affect somebody's work. Somebody could be gaining the knowledge on who this person is. It's going to be coming to light. This person could have done this over and over and over again in your past, Sagittarius. This could be a mother figure who's like interfering in your relationships. But it's given like you're bossing up. You're taking control back of your life. And I don't pull these normally. There's some sort of communication coming in. That you're obtaining the knowledge. Pearls of wisdom is what it's giving. You're obtaining the knowledge. You're putting the pieces together on why either maybe something hasn't worked out, isn't working out for you. And again, with the round and round. Maybe, okay, for some of you, you could be working on like a motherhood wound. And by doing that, it's allowing you to heal that. Because this could be something that is past life or cyclical. Something that's gone on in your life over and over, time and time again. And now you're like wondering like, why? Why does this same scenario keep happening to me over and over again? What is the deal? Now, be mindful if it is a parent, you know, that is coming in between. I'm not saying hate that parent, you know, but it's like boss up. You're needing to put this person in their place. Your job, your relationship, your life. Keyword there, yours, not theirs. So there's something about maybe a parental figure, and it doesn't have to be a mother. I mean, you do have the moon card and the Scorpio figure that's just like staring at me. It's like staring at me with this intense look, and it's giving like and I have the deck here, but it's giving wicked stepmother vibes. evil stepmother. It's giving like Snow White, very poisonous, very, somebody who wants to poison the mind. And all because like this person wants to be the one that's on top. They want to be known as the best. They want to get all the clout and all the praise and all the whatever. However, you may be more, I don't know, gifted than this person, or you may have acquired more in your life, and this person doesn't want you to have more than they have, or they don't want you, if you are, because with Scorpio energy here, very much, Scorpios a lot of times are into like the mystical arts and stuff. So if you're more gifted than this person, they don't want you to level up. They want to tamper you down. Now, this could be a relationship. You could be in a relationship with somebody who has children, or you could be the one who has the children, and then you've got your counterpart here. Who they're obsessed with making sure it's like known that they're the boss, they're the ruler, they're the leader of the house, everything that they says goes. And you're starting to kind of see a pattern of relationships in your life, and you're like, wow, I always get tied up into these kind of relationships where it's like this controlling partner or somebody who treats you as less than. And it's only because they want to be the one that stays on top. They don't want you to excel and accelerate and level up and ascend. They don't want that. They want that power over you. And you could be finally seeing some things for yourself. Because you got the powerhouse and the boss. It's like this person likes to bulldoze you, in a sense, to where they could even use manipulation with your feelings. To manipulate your feelings to make you feel like you're not good enough, or like if you didn't have them you wouldn't be anything, or I'm getting like if you're somebody who maybe has some sort of disability or something, and it could be literally anything, I don't care what it is. Or maybe you're somebody who your immune system is just shot to hell. It just sucks, and you get sick constantly. Or you're somebody who has a ton of allergies, and so it just affects you in a certain way. But this person is always coming down on you, making you feel less than, just because you have certain things that they wouldn't even be able to fathom, or understand, just because they've not gone through it. Now, for some of you, it's going to wind up turning around, or this person's going to wind up getting ill, and then they're going to finally start seeing the things that you've kind of went through. But the fact of the matter is that you're starting to see, like, wow, I keep getting into these relationships to where this person keeps making me feel less than. Like, I start feeling really amazing, really good, and then I get into this relationship, and this person is like, they're envious. They're jealous because they don't feel like they are at your level. So instead of rising up and coming to your level, they're going to tear you down to knock you down to their level. And it's just basically jealousy, because in their mindset, for some of you, in their mindset, they think you think you're better than them. When in fact, you could be like, no, I'm equal to you. You provide this and this and this. I provide this, this and that. But yet this person doesn't see it that way. They see it as to where you think you're better than them because it's their shadow side. You project their shadow back to them, for some of you. You're the embodiment of what they want, or how they want to be. And you got this passion here. Maybe there's something that you're wanting to work on. Maybe become an independent business owner. You could be very crafty, very good with your hands, very intelligent, or whatever, and you're wanting to kind of start this business. And it's been something that maybe you've been thinking about whether or not you want to take this risk or not. And you could have somebody who's in the background saying, no, no, you shouldn't do it. No, it could fail. What happens if it fails? Or be telling you that, oh, your work is mediocre. It's not that great. And really getting in your head. And it's because they don't want to see you elevate. They don't want to see you shine. But you here, you're meant to shine. You see this? Look at those stars. You're meant to shine. And this is like an equal, greater than or equal to. So they see you as like, you see them as an equal partner. They see you as a higher. So they feel like that they need to put you in check, need to put you in your place, because they don't want you leveling up. And so there could be somebody behind the scenes. It could be a mother that is saying things to you, just negative, very negative. It doesn't have to be, but like I said, it's a parental figure for some of you, or someone who is a parent. So if your partner is already a mom or dad, it's that. Or, you could even be married and have kids with this person, and they're just making you feel like either you're not good enough, or your ideas aren't good enough, or what. Look, you do what you are meant to do in this life. You may need to boss up, be in this boss Capricorn energy, and tell them, look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I feel like I need to do. And go along with it. They could be like, oh, you need to think more realistic. You need to think da-da-da-da. You're just in dreamland. But you know what? Sometimes the best dreams you make happen and they come true. And you're going to be leveling up, and people are going to be looking at you as a star. There's something about you taking, it's like taking your power back in a situation. Maintain discipline, maintain your control. You got fourth house roots. And this could be like, again, your stability, your work. It could be amping up your home. Like you could be, I don't know, like a home decorator of some sort, or into real estate, or you're, flipping houses, or, but I'm getting, even still, maybe this is somebody you've been dealing with over and over and over in a past life, and you're finally getting ready to come through and break some sort of cycle, some sort of pattern. You may be somebody who really is, I'm getting like unique. Somebody who very much thinks outside the box. And you're getting like these ideas that most of the time God plants them into your head, like, hey, giddy up. I don't know why I say giddy up. Like, it's time to step up. Take your power. It's time to do this. Things are happening step by step. You're not at the beginning. So, whatever it is that you are working on, you're not really at the beginning. You're taking something one step at a time. And I'm getting like you're not naive kind of person. Whoever this is for, you're not naive. You've just been through some things that you've had to heal from. And you're kind of like in the middle of the road here with this. You're leveling up. But there's still some actions that you need to take in order to get to that 10 level is what I'm getting. So there's something that is, I don't know if it's on the way out. There could be somebody on the way. You could be the one on the way out. Like you're just done dealing with the shit and you want to start your own business. And this could be even walking away from a job that you have been at for, say, 15, 20 years. And you're in the midst of making these plans of walking away. And it's going to benefit your stability by you doing this. whatever it is that you're working on, Saggies, it's going to benefit you in the long run. Just, being ethical, traditional, doing it the right way. Be disciplined about how you're going to do something. Be very careful, though, because there could be somebody in the background. Like I said, it could be a mother figure or parent figure who could be trying to throw some spell work your way, and it's not everybody. To stop and block your blessings, to stop and block your elevation, your movement forward. Because again, and even words, your words, what you say, so somebody putting you down, making you second guess yourself, that right there could be a form of spell work. So keep that in mind as well. But you're slowly cutting out whomever or whatever this is, because I'm getting you're keeping your feelings and your emotions to yourself at this time. Capricorn and Scorpio energies, they typically they're not so vocal about how it is that they feel, so there may be something about opening up and speaking your mind, speaking your truth. 45, 54, 46, 64, 56, 65 could resonate with you. Check your Mercury placements as well and your Jupiter placements. You could have Scorpio or Capricorn in your chart, or you're dealing with somebody who does. But check those placements for you. All right, let's get a message from our Oracle for your month. And this is from the Secrets of the Ancestors. So what are your ancestors guiding you to do for the month of May? Sorry. I myself have some allergies. I don't have a ton of allergies, but with the changing in the weather, got some things going on. You got Boo Boo the Foo. Who are you? Boo Boo the Foo? I don't know. I just think this card is funny. Possibilities and potential. And this is a 0 card, so this is the Fool card. Somebody may be thinking that they're a hero, but they're a 0. I don't know why that came up too. Alright. I got some peppermint tea, and OMG, it is so good. Okay. Let's see. This is your moment to make a fresh start. See? Look at Saggy. Anything can happen. You're being called towards infinite opportunities. Will you rise to the call? Pack light and go for it. Leave behind the unnecessary. Ignore the judgments of others. You're leaping into a new phase. Boo Boo the Fool shows up to remind you of your unlimited potential and the power of taking small risks. This ancestor walks in the energy of optimism and trusting in life. We are all a bit foolish at times. We are. Walk off of the cliff and trust that the net will appear. Not literally. Please don't do that literally, okay? Boo Boo the Fool is depicted in the colorful, tattered clothing of the Mande ritual clown, an ancient performance dating back to the kingdom of Seju, now in Mali. Gentle reminder not to take yourself or anything else so seriously. I just got, why so serious? Try approaching life with curiosity and joyous expectations. And this is, like I said earlier, this is the Fool card. And the declaration or the mantra for this is, I trust that I am unconditionally loved and supported. So you are loved and supported on your pathway. And you will gain more along your path on whatever effort it is that you're trying to put into motion. It's just you may have some negative naysayers around you at the moment that are trying to hold you back, trying to stop you, and you need to not listen to them. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your granny, your pappy, your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't care who it is. If they're negative, and I don't mean realistic or, explaining certain things to you, not in a sense to where like they're putting you down, but explaining the obstacles that you're going to have to face, so that way you're aware of what you're going to face. And there may be some obstacles that you're going to have to face in order to obtain your dreams. So I'm not saying somebody is being honest and truth to you, but versus somebody who is just looking at all the negative and not the positive kind of thing. You got to look at it always. All right, let's see. What do we have for our Saggies? I keep wanting to say Scorpio. Scorpio wants to slip out of my mouth. So you very much could be dealing with the Scorpio, or it's in your chart. Or somebody's blaming a Scorpio for something. I don't know. But I'm definitely, you're dealing with the Scorpio. Or you've got it in your chart, so keep that in mind. You have 7 of Cups. You have a lot of opportunities that are being presented to you. You just need to be careful about what you choose. There are many different paths, to choose from. It's just how are you going to take that path to get to what it is that you want. So there may be opportunities being presented to you along the way, but you need to trust your intuition as to how you get there. Who you align yourself with, ethically, morally, going about it the right way versus the wrong way. All right, you have the 2 of Cups. Yeah, you're at a crossroads. You're facing some sort of decision. It's not swords, but it's like it could be in a love dynamic. For some of you, okay, let me get a clarity. Okay, Justice and the Tower. This could be an ex of yours. Or your person is wanting to balance some things out. They want to change some sort of dynamic with you. And it's like you could be giving this person I'm getting a thread. So like you have a thread of hope that there may be something changing for you. What's this opportunity? 7 of Cups here. Cups here. 2 of Coins. Okay. And a 5 of Swords. Okay. You need to choose wisely. Because again, there's that snake that comes out. Because one of the opportunities that's being presented to you is from somebody who just wants to use what you have. You're being protected along your journey. While you deal with some sort of conflict and some sort of battles. There could be somebody, again, behind the scene that's trying to cause conflict for you. To make you seem like the road or the path that you want to go down is not the right road. For some of you, because of the path that you went down, you could be dealing with some sort of money blockages. Again, with somebody in the background trying to conflict, battles. Somebody could have been paid to cause some sort of conflict, to join up in some sort of partnership to do this. But things are being balanced out. There's a change coming. What's this tower? Is it good or bad tower for Sagittarius? Is it good or bad for Sagittarius? Good tower or bad tower? Manifesting. 3 of coins. Work opportunity. You could be changing jobs. Collaboration. Okay. Somebody, it could be a group manifesting some sort of change or some sort of blockage, a misdirection in a way. Tower, to cause a tower moment for a couple, or this could be a couple who has been doing this. But things are going to be balancing out. There's a lot of 2s here. 222 could resonate with you. You're going to have people like literally laughing, joking about shit behind the scenes, because you see the hyenas on here. It's giving like pay to destroy your reputation. But things are being restored. That's the change. So what was sent out is now going back. Balance is being restored. Now, I don't know if this was you, but it's like you could have been dealing with a warlock or a witch. 4 of Swords here. Scar. A plan. It was like a plan. Plan. But things are going to be illuminated. Somebody is irate, angry. This 10 of Wands. Because they think that they got away with something. Ooh, King in Cups. The Emperor. But somebody's bossing the hell up. Could have been this Emperor, this King of Cups. They either went against this King of Cups Emperor, or this is who was involved with trying to get away behind the scenes or some shit. Maybe they were a part of this group. All right, what else do we have? Things are being balanced out, though. Sag, if you were on the right side of it, whatever that dynamic, and it could be somebody's affecting somebody's work. That was a lot of pentacles. So, it's either somebody affecting somebody's work and they were paying to do this, or somebody is trying to affect your finances. Or they could be paid to affect somebody's relationship. It's giving like rich parents who try to pay somebody off just to leave a person. Like, here, how much? I'll cut you a check. How much will it take for you to leave this person? Thinking that you're just like some gold digger or something like that. I don't know, you could be dealing with somebody who's wealthy, or there's something about money. A 6 of Coins. Oh, but Saggy, you've got an offer coming in. Oh. All right. Somebody wants to come in. They want to do what's right. Ten of Cups. Okay, let's see. The World, the end of the cycle. Things are, I'm telling you, things are being balanced out. Sagittarius, you're going to have yourself a nice, beautiful, happy ending. And people are going to have to sit back and just, this could be after some sort of healing. Or you're healing the relationship between you and this person. You could be dealing with the Taurus, Libra, Pisces. Yeah, there's a change. The World and the Wheel of Fortune here. Ooh. Whoever was once on top is no longer going to be on top. Whoever was once doing the wrong and pushing all of the stuff to go their way, it's now backfiring. Things are being balanced out. Or somebody could be dealing, healing after they've been dished out some sort of karma. It's now learning some sort of lessons. Or somebody's, this month, May, you're going to be dealing with it, and there's some sort of healing work that's going to need to be done. A really good look within as to the why. Like why, you know, either they did this or did that, or why you did this or did that. And it's making sure you take your own accountability. And then leaving, you know, what others' responsibility to carry to them. All right, what? Oh. Okay, you're not taking care of yourself. You're releasing and letting go of control of a situation, but you are kind of emotional. Somebody is not taking care of themselves, not, you know, filling their own cup. And they're leaving themselves open to, or somebody's walking away. They're no longer, because I'm getting the Dove, they're no longer willing to keep the peace in the situation. They're like done. They're no longer like trying to either protect their assets, their energy, or their space, or their home life. They're just like, I'm done. And they're walking away, and it's like you're dreaming, in a sense. Or, you know, you may have like put out your wish manifestations out there, and now you're again with it being presented with certain opportunities towards you. Now be careful, because it could be also like this illusion of there's many different directions to go, when in reality there's only one good opportunity, and you're trusting your intuition. You're being guided. Oh shit. Okay, give me this card. Or you're trying to figure out what it is you want to do. You want your ultimate happiness. Queen of Wands. You could be this Queen of Wands. You're very passionate about wanting to go after what it is that makes you happy. Okay. But you could be focused a little bit more on the past hurts, and you're being guided to help release that. Yeah, and you're going in a hermit mode. You will be going through like at that healing stage, really looking back on the past, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, the reason for some sort of conflict, some sort of fighting and arguing. And it could be all due to lust, or frustrations, anger. Now, it's not that the Queen of Wands is in reverse, but you're focusing on work, or there could be causing some sort of conflict on work. Somebody's shedding some sort of light as to the reason why that somebody was being caused some sort of upset, and could be all due to this Queen of Wands, or they're doing this to a Queen of Wands to try and stop and block their happiness. But you intuitively know what's been going on. But you could be having somebody who's trying to stop and block your intuition. But regardless, because they think they're trying, you have somebody who's trying to leave you defenseless. But regardless, your ancestors and your spirit guides, they're guiding you into the correct path. They could be causing you or trying to make you, again with the like Ace of Cups in reverse, it's like make you feel unworthy in a way. To where you're not pouring that love back into you. Alright, what else do we have for you, Sagittarius? Now, again, flip the switches. This could be cross-watcher. It could be talking to you as well. So keep that in mind. Right, what else do our Saggies have? You got saving grace. Somebody feels like that they need some sort of saving. Either they want you to come in and save them, or you feel like you need to walk in and help somebody. Somebody feels locked down, like there's nothing that they can do. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. So again, which is one of the hardest things to do. You may feel stuck in a situation, but it's really about self-forgiveness. Spirit link. Stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. So, you're something about seeing the light. Real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. Yeah, because there's just chains. You're needing, but I think towards the end of the month, you're going to be able to break free from a situation. But stay grounded. Stay in the present. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. So it's really needing to go within in order to help break yourself free from some sort of bondage or chains or the energy of being stuck or feeling stuck. Or there's something that may be upsetting to you and you need to stay grounded. You may feel like you're freer by the end of the month from a situation. You no longer have to be tied to something. Like you're going through a lot of burdens right now. But there's something that's allowing you to finally feel like you're breaking free of a situation. Alright, who are you dealing with this month? A tattoo artist, somebody who's got tattoos. Edgy creative, leaves a mark, whether you like it or not. Somebody who's like trying to imprint themselves on you. Are you dealing with somebody who has tattoos? Therapist. Oh, goodness. Okay. You could be going to see a therapist this month. Or you've got somebody who, you may have a good listener around you. Supportive and insightful. He'll understand your problems and bill you for it. Oh. Okay. There may be somebody who you are around where it's not so much of an equal give and take kind of thing. It's not just that it's an equal give and take. Because when you think about equal give and take, it's not always equal, right? And I don't mean that in a bad sense. I mean that in a, like, you do things for somebody out of the kindness of your heart because you want to, right? And you want your person to want to do things for you. Or to behave in certain ways for you or whatever. Right? You don't want them to be like, well, I did this for you, so now you got to do this for me. What? Wait, what? You know, you don't want to have to feel like you owe somebody. So the equal give and take is not necessarily always a great thing because people can use that as a form of manipulation. I did this for you, so you owe me now. So, no, I don't. You know, But it's not saying that you wouldn't reciprocate by doing something that you know that they're going to enjoy doing, or either doing, or something that they're going to enjoy. But you want to do that for them. You don't want to have to feel like you owe this person in any way, sense, or form. So if somebody's always making you feel like you owe them something, it's kind of like, it's not a great. I mean, yes, you want somebody who's going to come to the table, who's going to be able to pull their weight, you know, help around the house, or help doing this, or help doing that, or just really being somebody to listen and talk to, and actually care about what you have to say, and not dismiss it. So this type of person is the type of person who's like, well, I spent like, I don't know, an hour listening to all your problems. Like, now I want you to do this for me. And it's like, but that's part of a relationship, you know? It's like the bare minimum, this person, exactly, yeah, okay. It's like the bare minimum, somebody expects you to be not so much grateful to them, but they want your praise, your gratitude, whatever. And you're like, that's bare minimum, you know, like, you took out the trash. Okay, well, that's part of your job. That's what you should be doing. I freaking cook dinner every single night, and then do the dishes, and then do this and that. You're not thanking me for doing all of that. You're not thanking me for, you know, doing your laundry. You're not thanking me for watching the kids, you know, when, you know, now normally, you know, they want all that praise, all that, look, I took out the trash. Yeah? Okay. Thanks. Well, I was hoping you would say thank you. Well, what? So weird. So that's what it's kind of giving. It's like the bare minimum this person wants to be praised for everything that they do. I'm not saying that not to be grateful and thankful, but it's not like you have to tell, it shouldn't be where you have to tell this person every single time they do something, thank you. Some things, of course, you give your person the praise for. The bare minimum, like, that should be, like, a no-brainer. Alright, the hunter. You're dealing with a hunter. It's outdoorsy, primal, enjoys the chase, maybe a little too much. Oh, you're dealing with, somebody could be watching and spying you, wanting to, take you out. Be very careful. I am not trying to, I don't wish that upon anybody. But with the weaponry here and the glasses, it's like somebody has you pinned as a target. Or you're dealing with a chaser, and you're the runner, Sagittarius. Somebody could be trying to look for you. Or somebody's looking for somebody. It's like scouting, though, too. Scouting somebody out. You got the rock star. Oh, my goodness. Wild and free-spirited, he'll serenade you tonight and forget you by morning. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this is kind of given, like, a hit it and quit it. Like, say all the amazing, wonderful things that you want to hear. And then expect you to make him some breakfast and want to use your shower and all that. And then he's gone, and then, I hate I lost your number. Conveniently. The inventor. Careful of your electronics. They could be tapped. Again, with the watching. You could be dealing with somebody who's in the spotlight. Some way, shape, or form. But you're being watched. For some of you, there could be somebody saying that you're paranoid. You're crazy. are trying to make you look like this, all because you are in the spotlight, Patty. Again, flip it, switch it, take it as it resonates. You got the mama's boy. Overly attached and pampered. His mom's opinion isn't just important, it's mandatory. Again, there's something being balanced out. It is Mother's Day this month as well, so keep that in mind. Some of you, this mama's boy, and it could even be a girl, daddy's girl, talks to this parent about everything. Like, they share everything. And this person is always offering some sort of advice. And acts supportive and all that. Interesting. And then you have a politician, charismatic, persuasive, promise everything, delivers well. That's confidential. So somebody who talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. Ooh. There could be target. Somebody's being targeted. It could be somebody in politics or somebody who is like a motivator. Any front runners for any of the civil services is what I'm going to say. Or again, could be politics. Somebody's sitting back waiting for the right prime opportunity to make a move. Or somebody knows too much and they're in hiding. From a political figure. Because of a difference in ideas? Or this person is being targeted just because of a difference of ideas, philosophies? It is somebody who is, I don't know, you could be finding this out on the news. And I know we just had a previous one, but there's like a targeted person who's in the limelight. So where did I channel that? And it's because this person is making a positive influence. But it's something about fabricated information as well. You got somebody playing in your face. With the philosopher here, for some of you, you've got, it says deep and contemplative, questions everything, including your plans tonight. So you've got somebody who's coming in to question you. Or wondering why. Rockstar. Why you're in some sort of, could be authority position or some sort of come up, or like why you. And it's because this person like, questions everything that you say. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Like, why are you going there? Why are you wearing that? You know, why are you changing this? Why are you changing that? Like this, but it's like this person just doesn't like you for whatever reason. They don't like the fact that you're in the limelight. They don't like the fact that people see you in a certain way. They want you to be forgotten. Okay. Now let's see what the true motives, intentions are for each individual here. I was getting it all together, what I was seeing. So, who, I don't know. I have no idea who's involved, so don't come at me. I don't see, can't see faces or involvements right now. So don't come at me. I'm just, somebody, okay, this tattoo artist, someone who's edgy and very creative, left a kind of like an imprint. They feel like you're a nuisance. They feel obligated to associate with you. Edgy and creative. Could even be a kid. Somebody who's going through like a stage. Don't have to be, but could be. And actually, it could even be like an older child. I mean, like somebody who's in their 20s, like in college or whatever. It's in your energy. They're like, oh, I gotta call my mom. It's Mother's Day. You could be that. And you're like, yes, you do. They love you. If it's your kid, they love you. Now, therapist. Oh, this therapist is dishonest. Will withhold information from you for my benefit. Ooh, as I said earlier, somebody could be trying to make you crazy. Somebody could have paid off a therapist to do their dirty work. Or this therapist knows that they did something wrong and they're only going to tell you the bare minimum. And it's only to protect themselves. Okay. You got laugh in reverse. This person is very angry. Very angry. Around you, the hunter. They have you as a target. They're angry. They have like very cold. Somebody who really hides behind, like hides their feelings and emotions. If they have any. Like you could be somebody like to laugh, like to make somebody laugh. But this person, they're like, yeah, they're not funny. Whatever, they're not funny. And it's just like, I don't know. 53, 54, 25, and 46 can resonate. What about this rock star? What are their intentions? Whoever is in this spotlight energy, who just want to forget the name. They want to come in and offer you some advice. I'm certain I know best. I'd hate to say I told you so. There may be something to where they're like, I don't know, something happened. They're like, yeah, I told you. The inventor. Somebody wants to come in and date you. I have to get this off my chest. Brilliant and eccentric. He's got a solution for everything except for where he left his keys. Sadly, somebody wants to date you. This inventor. Again, it could be very careful with the tech thing. This person could be into tech. Like maybe they want to come in and tell you that I don't know, maybe they want to come out of the cold zone or the friend zone. All right, can I get this date? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Unfriendly. Oh, grapevine. Okay. They have a hostile attitude. It's unfriendly. Be very careful around this person. They're going to come in telling you some sort of gossip. This is not a very nice person. I don't think they want to date you for the right reasons, Sagittarius. Again, flip it, switch it. Okay, what about this mama's boy? Or daddy's girl? Brag. They want to brag. They want to come in and tell you something that happened to them. Something amazing. You could be like, yay! I don't know. Secrets. Ooh, this person could be going around bragging because they're hiding something behind your back. Bragging to you. But the secret, okay, what a career in the workplace. There's somebody in your work that you deal with. There could be somebody hidden behind the scene. Oh. Hidden by... hiding behind the scenes. Who've done everything that they possibly can to stop and block your forward movement in the job aspect. This could be a boss or just somebody, a coworker that you work with. Politician. Okay. Intentions are pure and I only want to improve your life. You could be dealing with a political figure who only has positive intentions for you. Or you got somebody who's coming in to tell you, or they want to work with you. They're coming in making all kinds of promises. Maybe they did before and they just didn't deliver. All right, let's see. Positive. They want to come in and check in with you. Okay, positive, negative. They're hiding their intentions. What are intentions? Future. This is happening here in the future. Empathy. Okay. This person wants to come in towards you, but it's like they want to be your companion, whether it be friend, foe, lover, whatever. But they're a little bit pessimistic, but they want to come in and they want to like smoothly work things, but they're not optimistic about how things may turn out. So 41, resonate, 30, and 35. Let's see about the philosopher. What does the philosopher want? Oh, this person envies you. What did I say? What else? What is it? They're not trying to trick you. And they think they know you. I'm intrigued and want to learn more. Like, no, this person doesn't care what you got going on. I have all intentions, maybe planning, but they're not trying to deceive you. Maybe you see this person for what they are. That they are envious, etc. What's this? Are these, no? Yeah, you know who this person is. Now, for some of you, this person could have portrayed to be somebody else in order to trick you because they want to know what's going on in your life. Maybe to try and stop and block, again, your forward movement. Like to get ahead of you. But you're not interested. Maybe somebody was offered to do this. To portrayed to be fake. And they're like, yeah, no, no. But you got somebody who's envious of the fact that maybe you're not interested in them, or they're uninterested in you. Maybe somebody's like, you're coming in wanting to make an honest offer, but they're not. They want to be themselves with you. They're not trying to come in and trick you. They want to know you. But at the same time, they want what you have. I'm getting it's like a deep down, yeah, deep and contemplative. Deep down, that's what this person wants, that they envy you. They want to be like you. It's like they may be studying you. Not so much out of curiosity. It's just like they don't know. They're unsure about you yet. They question everything. They're like, So you got somebody in your energy that's like questioning. Or maybe somebody's going to be coming towards you, I don't know, asking you questions this month. So keep that in mind. And they're not trying to trick you. I think they're trying to figure you out. In a way. I'm trying to figure you out. Alright, we're running. Uba. Let's get this. This is not going to be for everybody. When I come over to this side, it's not for everybody. Check your story as it resonates. Keep that in mind. Alright, you've got gold. Okay. Some of y'all, you've got a gold digger. Somebody who wants your money, want to use you. They want your money. I didn't even read that. They want your money being used. They want to take you for all you have. Oh, a ping. Oh. But it's either not going to work because you may be refusing this person. Ooh. Or this person coming in towards you, they don't want what you got. Like, communicating. You may have some communication this month coming in. Oh. You're blocking this person for some of you. Because maybe they have some sort of addiction. And they want to be able to use you for what it is that you have. And you picked up on it. And you're like, yep, nope, not doing it. That's a no. Or Mercury retrograde, water sign. You could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person could be at a distance from you or emotional distance from you. Somebody coming back around. Or you're dealing with somebody where they could be asking you for money and you're like, no. You're like, no, you're not taking my money. And you'll be finding out, like, why this person wanted the money. So, but, like, by the end of the month, you're going to be finding out, like, why this person wanted money or why they did whatever it is that they did for money. Because you're, like, in a position, like, no, you're not going to use me for what it is, like, my money, my resources, whatever it is that you got. And you could be finding out some information coming in towards you that this person, they could have been doing the droogs, they could have been freaking drinking a lot, they could have owed some people some money, you know, for past whatever, and because maybe somebody had tried to quit there for a little bit and they were hiding it because they had started back up. You could be finding out from another person wanting to come in, which could really resonate with that gossip card. Somebody wanting to come in, gossip with you, tell you, and it's not going to be good news. And it could be about a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody has this in their chart. And you're like, yeah, no. You're going to be like, no. You know, if it's been a repeated pattern with that Mercury retrograde, it's like a cyclical thing coming back around again. So you could have went through this before and you're like, yeah, no, we're not doing this again. Somebody could be asking for money because they got themselves in trouble. I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, maybe they got a DUI, and now they need money for an attorney, and somebody's going to be coming to you asking you to bail them out. And you're like, no. Call your mama, call your daddy, don't be calling me. You're like, no, I'm not giving you money. I'm not helping you out of this situation. Nope, you got yourself in this. Especially if it's been like a repeated thing. Because sometimes with people who are like repeating patterns, you know, it comes a point in time sometimes where it's not that you don't want to be there for them or help them out. It's just that sometimes those type of people, they're not going to learn unless there are repercussions. Okay, clarity. You're seeing some sort of truth in the situation. Your intuition is being heightened, or you're seeing something very clearly. Or you got somebody like laser focused on you. Spirit guides, assistants, they're helping you. Oh, there's something going to make you angry. And you're protecting yourself and your energy. They're helping you out in the background. Maybe you're finding out somebody has been given some sort of karma, or maybe they're coming, oh no, ooh. Somebody's overcome something. It's becoming clear who's toxic in your energy, Sagittarius. Trauma. Some trauma bond. You may feel stuck in a situation and you're feeling, you're starting to see maybe a way out of your situation. From somebody who's very cold, very distant. It could be like an energy vampire. Like you're seeing, it's like you're seeing how you are around this person, and then you're seeing how you are away from this person. And like you may have more energy. You may feel really good about yourself. You may whatever. But then the moment that you come back into contact with this person, it's like you feel energetically drained. You're tired. You're exhausted. And I'm not saying like ascension symptoms, kind of tired, exhausted, especially like with the Scorpio moon that we've just gone through, or full moon energies. I'll put it that way. Especially if you're susceptible to the effects of full moon energies. But and I'm saying that right here. But this last full moon has helped you tap into your intuition even more and seeing something clearly. Could be something about fear. You could be afraid. Or there could be somebody who's around you trying to cause you to be fearful. They want you to be afraid. They want you to be in this energy of fear. But you're protecting yourself and you're protecting your energy. Some of you, maybe if you have children, like you're protecting your children. But it's something to the effect of somebody's angry, very angry, because they can't knock you off of your path. They can't knock you... Ooh, let go. Yeah, they're pissed because you were guided. You've seen things clearly. You protected yourself and your energy and your space, and you released and let go of a toxic situation, a toxic person, or whatever. And now this person is pissed, causing conflict, trying to do everything that they possibly can to cause conflict, storms in your life, upheaval. Behind the scenes doing this, but you knew what was going on and you were doing everything that you can to protect yourself. And this person is just pissed because they see you getting ready to move into a new union. They know that you're going to be, and it's going to piss this person off. When you move on and you meet your person, this person's going to be pissed. You could have somebody coming in to propose to you. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a marriage proposal. It could be a marriage proposal. For some of you, it could very well be this person wants to be with you. And so they're coming in with the proposition of being a couple. Like they want to come in and commit to you. I'm not saying like you're going to get married this weekend, but I'm just saying like this person sees you as their future spouse, nobody else. And it's like this person is going to say that to you. Um, planting seeds, plans, putting in the work. Or somebody's making some, okay, you two are making some, okay. Give me a second. I need to sit with this for a second. Let me think. Okay, Sagittarius. I pulled out a few extra cards because I wanted to get like a full storyline here, what was going on. And to really tap in and get into it. All right, you've let go of a situation. You really pissed somebody off in your past, but you were being guided to let go of a situation and move forward on your path, right? This person could have caused some sort of chaos or whatever in your life, but it's dead and over. You may be protecting yourself right now, it could be now, from a soulmate that's trying to come in towards you. Now, for some of you, this could be a twin flame, doesn't have to be. And it could cause some sort of upheaval around you. This person could have children already. There could be something to where this person just immediately, you find out like they could gotten married just on a whim. Or you could be seeing that this person wants to come in to marry you for what it is that you have. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be a soulmate coming in, or this is what you're manifesting and you're attracting. You're using your intuition about this person coming into your life. And so this past here could be upset about a new person coming into your life. But you're still protecting yourself, could be even protecting relationship, intuitively. You're grateful for everything in your life right now, or here towards the end of the month. You're going to be really grateful for what it is that's coming in towards you. There's a newfound like light within you, like happiness, peace or whatever coming in towards you. Be very careful if you don't want to get pregnant. Be very careful because here towards by the end of the month, you could be getting pregnant or somebody wants to come in and get you pregnant. Be very careful. Or there's something about somebody like you intuitively know, and it could cause you to be a little bit reactive. So be very careful with that. Somebody could be trying to get you to be reactive in order to obtain your some sort of financial benefits. Again, flip it, switch it. Sag, this could be you. I don't know. So flip it, switch it, take it as it resonates. And with this spring, since either this spring, now currently, or since last spring, somebody could have been putting in a lot of work into trying to destroy somebody's reputation and cause somebody to be emotional. Or they were trying to do something. They have like a plan together to do something to cause you to be emotional, to be guarded, to be protective. Or be very careful that this isn't coming in now where somebody's trying to knock you off balance to try to get you into like this stage of fear. Like, there could be somebody who's trying to cause fear for you. I don't really see you being fearful. You know, I don't. I really don't. So if somebody's trying to come in and cause you fear, you're just like, whatever. Um, I see like you've dealt with enough chaos back here, enough shit, to where it's like they're causing you, they're trying to cause you to be emotionally unstable, but you still are remaining stable. You're still grateful for everything that it is that you have in your life. You're trusting in divine timing, and because you're trusting in divine timing, you have a wish fulfillment coming in towards you by the end of this month. Somebody that you are attracting in towards you. Now, for some of you, there could be a pregnancy that is a wish fulfillment for you. But for others of you, you actually have a soulmate, twin flame that you are calling in toward you, and you're feeling drawn to this person, and this person is truly somebody that you are meant to be with, or somebody that it's very passionate, which is giving like Queen of Wands, King of Wands energy, very passionate about you. Okay. Really wanted to kind of tap in, but yeah, if somebody's trying to cause you some sort of fearful energy, just either return that shit back to sender. Things are, like I said, things are going to be balancing out for some of you. I know this is getting kind of long, but, and I needed to kind of take a second, take a minute to process what it was that I was receiving, what I was getting. I didn't want to sit here on the video and just be completely quiet. And you'd be like, am I froze? No, you're not froze. But I wanted to really take a look at that. All right, you're moving forward. But you could be not sure what direction to go into. What are you meant to do? Where are you meant to go? Divine timing. Maybe afraid it's too late to do something. Oh, you feel pressure. You're under pressure to do something, and it's causing you to act in a certain way. It could be making you really look in and look at, all the negative things about you. So just be careful. Somebody could be wanting to come in and take accountability and responsibility for a situation, because they now see your perspective. They see your side of the story. Somebody may be dealing with, if this is an ex, for some of you, and this person's like with your ex, they may be going through very similar things that you've gone through. Now, don't wish this upon them. I never wish this upon anybody. I mean, because like many of you, like you're like, I get it. I've been there, done that. And you see why I left, kind of thing. But there could be somebody who's now actually, they're living the shit that you went through, and it sucks ass. But they now see your perspective, your side of why you walked away from a situation. For some of you, if it was at work, it could be a lot of stress, a lot of conflict at work, and it's just like, ugh. Now your other coworker's like, bruh, I know why you left. Okay, I'm on my way out too. Or if, like I said, if it's an ex or whatever, they could be like, dealing with some shit. They're like, okay, I totally get like why you're doing what you're doing. I understand. I get it. And it's not something that's meant to be, and you're not trying to do something that's meant to be like mean or whatever, but it could be protecting yourself. It could be protecting kids. It could be, things like that. So it's like you're not trying to do something to be mean or whatever. You're just doing something because of certain things that were put into place before. And so you have somebody who's now like seeing the other side. And they may want to come in and take some sort of accountability. let you know some things. Somebody could be putting in extra work as well. Somebody could be feeling overwhelmed. Take care of financial and emotional needs. It's giving like being overwhelmed a little bit. Okay, the destiny, the truth hurts. Somebody's looking back on the past. It could be like time wasted, time lost, or like it's a reality check, wake up call, clear eyes. Yeah, you're seeing something with clear eyes. But maybe you fear it's a little too late. Or this person, your person, feels like it's a little too late. Nothing adds up. Inconsistency, suspicion, and gut knows. Your instinct, your intuition knows what's right and what's wrong. And you're being guided to look at that. Go within and take a look. And it's like it's time for you to go within and do the inner work. For either your person could be dealing with this, like they're finally going in and doing the inner work. Or this could be you. You know, we all have unhealed wounds. You know, healing is never a, you know, like a completion for us. You chose third party betrayal replacement. Somebody could be. I'm getting a couple different things. Either one, they could be finding out that somebody was cheating, like their partner was cheating on them and they're reacting a certain way. Or they feel like that they were cheated on. I mean, it could maybe not have been even cheated on. Or it could even be like a fallback, you know, where it's like, because this is giving third party, and third parties can be like anything that's getting in the way of the relationship. And so it's like, okay, so you chose the drugs over me. You chose the alcohol over me or over us. Or you chose another person over me. So that's one aspect. The other aspect I'm looking at it is this person may feel like that they're second best. Like they can't compare to somebody else or something else. Like something that, you know, is making this person feel better. So it's like this person feels like they're second to everything. Or maybe, you know, maybe the person makes them feel that way. And it's like they're seeing something truly for what it is. And it's not me, it's trauma, triggering projection, inner wounds. And that could be what they're saying. Like, oh, it's not me. It's just, it's I do this because of this, and this. Okay. Grateful that you see why you do something. Are you doing something to work on that? No. Either you went out and freaking screwed some other dude or some other chick, or I don't care, you know, to what? Fix or heal yourself? You know, no, I just accidentally slipped and it just slipped right in. No, but please. You need to see the person for what they are, not potential of who they could become. Because if a person isn't going to heal with you for themselves, not for somebody else, they have to want to do it for themselves. They're not going to do it for you. They're not going to do it for any other reason. Most of the time, a person has to literally hit rock bottom before they heal, which is like going through the dark night of the soul, going through a hard pain. And they really have to look within themselves before they truly, really want to change. And for some of you, you could be seeing a pattern of why you yourself do certain things, and you're like, okay, you're recognizing that that's not who you truly are. Like, you're recognizing either one, somebody triggered a shadow side within you, and it's a reaction. So it's very much reactive abuse for some. And others of you, it's like, all right, you know that this person is putting a lot on you, and now you're feeling it. You're seeing it. And yeah, it may be their trauma or whatever they're projecting out on you, because you may be somebody who's very beautiful inside, and you cast a light on their shadows and they don't like it. And so they're going to, like I said at the very beginning, they're going to try and make you feel a certain way to dim your light. And you may feel like, why do I keep attracting these people? Well, there's a reason why you do, and that's something that you got to kind of figure out. A lot of the times it's generational. Like, it's like we learn from our parents, they learn from their parents, you know. And I'm not saying that your parents were horrible or anything like that. It's just patterns. You know, our parents weren't healed. They're human. Our grandparents, they're not all the way healed. They're human. They all went through shit. And yes, projecting on us, you know, as children, it's not a great thing. But yet you have to come to an understanding of, what did they go through? What made them the way? Now, granted, you can have that empathy and understanding of why they went through it. And if they're working on it and they're changing and they're seeing themselves, okay, you don't need to like push people out of your life if they're actively trying to heal. See, here, somebody's taking responsibility for their actions. They realize it's not who they truly are, it's their trauma. And they've been projecting their frustrations, their anger. It could even be the fact that they were put into a third party situation. They could have put that out onto the other person and not the person that they're with. But they're seeing why. You could be walking away like you're done explaining. You know, there's a folder. For some of you, you could be going through a divorce. You're taking responsibility for your actions. Could be some sort of paperwork. It's like you're removing yourself from the toxicity, and this is what you were destined to do. And again, somebody coming in to deliver news, which somebody could be getting served divorce papers this month. If you're the one being served, my apologies, Sagittarius. You know, I know divorce is never easy. I don't care if you're the one who filed or the one that, you know, or the other side of it. Like, it's never easy. So, I understand. I've been there too, and I've been through many breakups. I understand. I get it. So, there could be something where, like, I don't know, if your finances are tied together or you have a home together, you know, it's like you're done, you're ready to walk. Maybe you could be finding out that, like, your person has cheated with multiple people or engaged in things multiple times behind the scenes, or trying to hide it from you. You know, some of you could just be picking up on certain behaviors and patterns where they're trying to hide what it is they're doing from you. You know, or their phone. A lot of times their phone. They will not let you look at their phone, point blank, period. And 9 times out of 10, it's because they're hiding something. They don't want you to know. All right, you've got shift the focus. Change how you feel about a situation by shifting the focus in your mental representation. For example, if you're fixating on someone's criticism, imagine zooming out to include their supportive comments or kind gestures. Adjusting the focus broadens your perspective and reduces emotional bias. So it's like taking a step out and paying attention to what they're saying, how they say it, how they behave. Because somebody could be a very, very critical person. And you may see that in that sense. Or you may feel like this person is critical, and they may not be, but you may see truth within what they're saying, though, as well. Like somebody could actually be supporting you by helping you along your way. And you could be, instead of listening to the negative things that this person is saying, or, you know, the group or whatever is saying, focus on maybe like the positive. Is there any positive? Why not? Because see, that starts to ask the question, why all the negative but nothing positive? And it's like, okay, so you're, you know, it's giving bitterness or envy or greed or, you know, just kind of that. And it's like, but you have nothing good to say, you know, especially if you were with a person for like a long time. Well, obviously there's some good if you've been with somebody for a very long time. Not everybody is just bad. So it's like, make sure you take a step out. Listen. Pay attention. Shift your dynamic on the positive things instead of all the negative. Even if somebody's talking to you about your goals, your wishes, your wants, and everything like that, what's the positive? And don't hang on to the negative shit people say. Really, don't. You've got contrastive analysis. Yin yang a little bit. Contrastive analysis allows you to compare two states, uncovering what makes one more resourceful than the other. For example, if you're confident speaking to friends but freeze in meetings, observe the difference in posture, tone, and focus. Once you understand the structure of success, you can replicate it. So it's like, how do you act with your friends? And what helps you to get that state or frame of mind to be so comfortable and like, and I don't mean like not having a good posture or shit like that. You still want to represent yourself in a certain way. But what gets you to that relaxation? To be able to open up in front of people. Some of you may be stepping into a leadership position and really needing to put on that business-like aspect, but still be yourself. So you're needing to present yourself in a certain way, but still be you. You got switch to success. Use the switch technique to rapidly change ingrained habits or emotional responses by replacing them with more desirable alternatives. Visualize the behavior you want to leave behind and quickly switch in the new image of success. Repeat this process to program your mind for positive change. And then you have lead system advantage. So you may be climbing up the corporate ladder or, you know, getting a promotion by the end of the month. Your lead system is the dominant way your mind processes information. Whether you're visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, you can leverage your primary system for greater success. Identify your lead system and use it to optimize how you learn, communicate, and make decisions. So again, we're taking a look at something in a different perspective. Could even be your way of learning, how you interpret things, how you see things, kind of thing as well. So, all right, that is what I have. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Let's get you some zodiac signs that you could be dealing with this month. And then we'll close it up. All right, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or your mother or parent. Capricorn, that's double confirmation on Capricorn. It's the beginning. Libra, I think I called out Libra earlier too. The ruler, leader, responsible. So again, you could be taking a lead role in a situation. The lover, very caring, very nurturing. Somebody wants to balance things out with you. You got Virgo, the healer. You could just be healing from a love situation as well. Sagittarius, this could be you, or you're dealing with another Sag. Now these could be prominent placements in your person's chart or yours. You're ready to take some sort of risk. You're on a mission. Double confirmation on Sag, double confirmation on Libra. You got Leo here. You're optimistic. Creative, optimistic. Both optimistic. You're very hopeful. Libra, diplomat, balanced. Again, with balancing things out. There's something about a compromise. Somebody wants to come in and compromise with you, or you are, to try to heal a situation, a dynamic. All right, last one. Aquarius, the humanitarian, idealist, compassion, society, improvement. You could be dealing with somebody who gives back to the community in some way. But you got Aquarius, double Libra here. Oh, actually, triple Libra. Definitely something's being balanced, restored. Double Sag. Cancer, Cap, Virgo, and Leo. All right, that's what I have for you, Sag. I hope you guys have a wonderful May. Have a beautiful month. And I wish you guys all the best. Sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, happiness, joy, and all the good things. So, I will see you guys later. Bye.
At the end of the day, it's not about what you have or even what you've accomplished. It's about what you've done with those accomplishments. It's about who you've lifted up, who you've made better. It's about what you've given back. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is to help someone else, because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but the joy. That's where the joy is.
Some people don't get to live soft lives. We get handed chaos, grief, betrayal, and we have to learn how to bloom anyway. We become the ones who know how to carry others when their world falls apart, because we remember what it was like when no one showed up for us. We're not here because it was easy. We're here because we didn't give up.